We're here at the Astana Team Hotel, just ahead of the Tour de France, and the big news here is that Specialized has got a brand new bike, the SL4. I'm here with Nick, the Global Marketing Manager from Specialized, who's going to talk us through the bike a little bit. Could you tell us about the main features of the new incarnation, please?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're familiar with Tarmac. It's been around since 2004. The Tarmac range, we've had Mario Cipollini, we've had Levi Leipheim, we've had Bettini, we've had Boone and Cantor, have all ridden various editions of the Tarmac. And what for us it stands for, it's racing, it's the pedigree, it's the handling, it's performance package. What we've done with the new one here is we've combined some of the features that we've learned from our riders with some new things. We've gone with an 1 1/8 to 1 3/8 tapered steerer. We've gone away from the 1.5 inches. So we've saved some weight there. But when you look down on the top of this bike, we have this Cobra head tubing. And you've seen that in the Roubaix and the Emira. So it's a huge, it comes in skinny and it just bulges right out like the Cobra. What that does is add a lot of stiffness to the front end. So even though we've reduced the size of the bearing, we haven't given up any front end stiffness. We have a new fork, it's a straight blade fork. So the front end has a little bit more compliance to it now. But stiffness hasn't been given up. When the construction of the bike is the same as SL3, the Facti S, so it has the ribbing within the carbon layout to give great bottom bracket stiffness. When you go to the seat stays, we use a double taper seat stay. You can see how skinny it is at the top here. Then it flares out to the braking area and then tapers back in again here. So we've got vertical compliance, bumpy roads, it's a little bit smoother. But the stiffness here, so you've got great rear end performance as well. This bike is about being able to put the power down, accelerate from the bunch on the climbs, and being able to ascend like a rocket. So that's what we've done here. It's got carbon dropouts, which we took from the Venge. That was very successful launch we had earlier this year. Internal routing cables, very clean. The bike's Di2 compatible. And what we have here, which is a special one, that Vino and also Roman Kreutzmann are using, is a McLaren Project Black. Now, you may remember in March we launched the McLaren Venge. Well, we're still working with McLaren on various projects. And this is basically for us and McLaren to gather data from the Tour and see what they can add to it. Whether it would be a McLaren SL4 later, I can't say at this point, but maybe we'll learn some stuff and maybe we'll be there, or maybe what we learn from this we'll see in other bikes.
So what's the data, what sort of parameters are you looking at there?
We want to get rider feedback. I mean, how does it feel? Are they, what does the rear end do when they fly? What does it do when they go into sprints? How does it feel within turns and things like that? It's really important for us to gather all that information. I mean, that's what we've done through the years with our teams to get to where we are now. And this whole project, SL4, is a culmination of 7 years of Tarmac development, basically.
And in terms of the sort of two parameters that most people will ask about, in terms of weight and stiffness, how does this bike measure up against two?
Stiffness-wise, this bike is 19% stiffer than the SL3. SL3 was a great bike. It won the Tour last year, just won the Giro. But we've increased the stiffness on that. And weight-wise, it's down in weight. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. It's heat in the brain. So it is lighter. But the weight for us is an important factor, but it's not the be-all and end-all. We have to check the boxes that we get the handling and we get the ride quality that Tarmac needs. If at the end of the day we've saved some weight in the process, then we're on a win.
And there's just two guys on the bike.
Yes, for Astana we have Vino and Roman Kreutzmann. Then on HTC they have Tony Martin and Peter Velitz. And then on the other team, just drawing a blank, Saxo Bank. Saxo Bank has Richie Field.
And the intention is that they'll be riding it on all stages.
Yeah, they have, in the arsenal of bikes, they have the Venge, they have this as well. So I think maybe on some of the flatter stages, you might see them coming out on a Venge. But as soon as this thing starts going up, then we bet they will be on this. And when you look at what we've done, every bike we've launched in Europe has a winner from the Sheer to the Tarmac, to the Venge, and the Roubaix. There's not a bike that these guys or any of our teams can use and hasn't won. So that's nice thing for us.
Excellent.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.